guys, today I'm filming my Hit It or Quit It Thoughts on Hauls number 51. If you guys have never seen one of these videos from me before, I'll have my playlist linked down below. And basically I'm going to be reviewing all the products I featured in a haul video 10 months back to let you know my current thoughts, just to keep you guys updated on all of the things that I am purchasing, since I don't do individual reviews on everything. And I was inspired to create this series by It's Kirsten and her What I Thought on Stuff I Bought series. I will have her channel and her playlist linked down below. A bunch of other people do these videos now, which I think is really fun and helpful, so I'm glad that it's sort of trending. I will also have linked down below the original haul video, and I will list and link all the items that I mentioned. So this was actually a pretty big haul, and I will do my best to be pretty concise with my thoughts. So I had actually only purchased 4 things myself, and then everything else was either gift, giveaway, prize, or PR. So we'll start with the things that I purchased, and they're from all over the place. The first thing is the Bare Minerals Bearskin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. I had a little sample of this. I absolutely fell in love, and I found this at TJ Maxx for a really good price. I can't remember. I let you know in that original video, but I really love this product. So this is like a liquid serum bronzer, but I like that it's a serum because it's pigmented, but it isn't too opaque. This definitely is warm tone, and I find this applies best with a damp beauty sponge. I absolutely love this product. It is a go-to for summer. I feel like it can sometimes sheer out my foundation a little bit, but I don't mind in the summer, especially because my freckles do come out when I'm out in the sun naturally. So I think it just adds to the overall more natural sun-kissed effect, and this is definitely a favorite product of mine. I definitely use and prefer powders overall, but this is way easier to use than a cream bronzer typically. Then I had one thing from ColourPop. I'm assuming they had a free shipping offer at that time, and this was the eyeshadow in High Strung. It's a really pretty rosy taupey kind of shade. Stunning metallic shade, super intensely pigmented, a great metallic sheen, applies so well on the lid. This is definitely one of my favorite ColourPop pressed powder shadows. Highly recommend, and I know I'm going to get some good use out of this in the wintertime. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this either in my January or February favorites of this year, so definitely recommend that shadow. Then I had gotten 2 things from Nordstrom Rack, and this first one was on clearance. This is the Balm Batter Up Shadow Stick in the shade Curveball. I think these were like $3 or something, and this is a really pretty rose gold coppery base. I love the formula. They're super creamy, easy to glide on. They don't feel too thin or too thick. I do wear a primer underneath of these, and I don't have any trouble with them creasing on me, but I love using cream shadows like this as a base for my powder shadows to help them stick to my lid and be more vibrant, and this product is amazing. The balm does have other shades that I would certainly be interested in trying because I like this formula so much, and I love my Maybelline Color tattoos as well, but I definitely prefer using something in a pencil format over a pot, so I don't have to use a brush or my fingers. So I definitely recommend these. They're a great product, and I'm kicking myself that I did not buy basically all the other colors, but I was trying to do good, and I did, but wish I got more. And then this last thing was also from Nordstrom Rack, but my husband had actually purchased this for me. It is the Bliss Grapefruit and Aloe Body Butter Maximum Moisture Cream, just a small size. It was normally $4, on sale for $1.97. I have the jumbo size of this that I found from TJ Maxx because they didn't have the regular size, and this is one of my favorite hand creams of all time. It is a body butter, but I have extremely oily skin, even my whole body, but the only part of me that gets dry is my hands in the winter, and I do not like all lotions, but this one is awesome because it isn't thin and greasy. It actually soaks into your skin really quickly, and your skin feels very nourished, and I do love this scent. So highly recommend these. You can often find these still at TJ Maxx and Nordstrom Rack and different places like that, so highly recommend these lotions in general, but this one is my favorite scent. So those were all of the things that I had purchased. Then I had a gift from my friend Emily, who was just getting rid of some things that were never used. I think she was gifted a bunch of different makeup samples, and she asked me if I wanted any of them. So the first thing was the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. I have not tried this yet. This is something I will definitely use this fall or winter. And then I have the MAC Strobe Cream. I haven't used this one, but I have used this product in the past. It does give a really nice subtle glow without being too shimmery. It definitely doesn't look like a liquid highlight. It gives a nice amount of glow, but it also does moisturize pretty well. So this is something I can really only use in the wintertime. But as far as glowy primers go, if I had to pick one, I would pick the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I think that gives just the same amount of glow, but it really sets down and it doesn't feel super moisturizing. So this is a good product. I did choose to have this sample again, but it isn't something that I would purchase. And to hear my thoughts on this, make sure you guys follow my sample project pans, because that's when I test and review little minis like this. Then I had gotten a gift from my friend Jean. She had decluttered a ton of things out of her collection to me. The first thing was a little foundation mini of the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Foundation in 1 in 2 Vanille. First off, the shade was a great match for me. A little dark, but not by much, and it had a really great yellow undertone. This foundation is really nice because it does give full coverage with more of a satin matte finish, but this did not wear well on me. I had the same experience that Cassie from Thrift Thick did, where it really emphasized and settled into all of these different lines where I never have had that problem before, like this part of my mouth or my chin. I never have a settling there, and it just broke apart. It didn't look good at the end of the day. So even though I loved it initially, it didn't wear well on me, so I wouldn't repurchase it. And then Jean had sent me some blushes. The first was a Too Faced Love Flush blush, which I'm pretty sure these have all been discontinued and they're only available on the Too Faced website right now, which is a huge bummer because the blushes were super cute and they don't really have a ton of blushes in their collection, and they covered like all of the bases, like the basic bases with those shades. So I don't know why they would get rid of them, and I wish that I had purchased some a while ago, like years ago, when they were part of the 21 Days of Beauty, but alas. This blush is called Funfetti. It was part of a set that I think was maybe a HSN set. It had a palette, a lip color, and then this blush, which looks like Funfetti icing, which is so cute. This has a really nice satin finish. It's like a peachy pink color. Absolutely love this. This was part of my favorites this springtime. Love the formula. So happy to have this in my collection, and the packaging is absolutely precious. It does look like Polly Pocket, so that is something that I would totally recommend. I'm sorry you guys can't get your hands on it, but if the other blushes perform like this one, I see why people really enjoy those blushes. Then she sent me 2 shades of the Instain blushes from theBalm, which I do love this formula, so I was excited to have a few other shades. This is Argyle, which is a light warm pink. I did use it this spring as well. I'm not really a pink blush person, but I currently only have 2 pink blushes left in my collection. I have theBalm Down Boy, which is more pale and cool tone, and then theBalm Argyle, which is a little bit more warm tone. So I feel like I have all the pink blushes I can need. Love this formula, super pigmented, and I don't think it stains your skin, but it definitely is very long wearing. So I'm really happy with that formula. I would love it if they came out with more shades, and the packaging is cute. They look like little magazines. The other shade I have is Houndstooth, which is a mauve color. This one has been on my wish list for a while, and this was a blush I really love this winter as well. So I definitely love these shades and love the formula. Highly recommend these whenever theBalm has a 50% off sale, which they tend to do a couple times a year. Then Jean had sent me some eyeshadows. The first was from Dirty Little Secrets in the shade Bronze. This is like a bronzy olive color. I actually just mentioned this in last month's favorites. I was so impressed by this. It is really intensely pigmented. It does have a beautiful metallic sheen, super easy to work with. So it's something I would look into and potentially buy other shades if it's not too pricey, but I'm really just happy to have this one, and I really enjoy this formula, so I would definitely recommend you guys check out this brand. Then Jean sent me 5 shades of the LA Colors Matte eyeshadow, and I've used these some, but not a ton. And this first one is Foxy, which is like a beigey cream color. A little dark for me to set my primer, but I can certainly try. Then we have Whisper, which is a light blush pink. Foxy is a nice medium warm brown. Forbidden is like a deep terracotta brown. And Crushed is a deep plum. So I have used these shadows a couple of times. I definitely need to dedicate some time to using them more, but from what I have experienced, they are very pigmented and they blend out nicely. And I think these are only $1 or $2, and I was really impressed by these because from what I've heard about LA Colors, I only see people talk about them in the Dollar Tree makeup videos, and I've heard that it's a pretty crappy brand. I can definitely tell you that I have greatly overlooked it, but Jean is an eyeshadow connoisseur, so I knew if she loved these, I would probably love them too. So they are good quality. I just need to dedicate some more time using them. So right now I can't fully recommend them, but for $1, I think I kind of can. And the next thing Jean sent me, I was super excited about. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Next to Notte. She had the full size of this and then had purchased a set that included it, so she gifted it to me. And this was my first time trying this formula. This shade on its own is pretty pigmented, but I did put one of these matte shades underneath of it as a base, and then I used the other matte in the crease. I think I wore it for New Year's and I was impressed with the way the look turned out, but I definitely have to keep my eyes closed because I do have hooded eyes to just give this time to completely dry down. I did get a decent amount of fallout under my eyes. I've just heard from a lot of people that you need to do all of your other blending and put this on as the last step. So I'll try to make myself focus on it this winter. It is a good product in a really, really pretty color. Then Jean had sent me a backup of my favorite liquid liner, Physicians Formula Eye Booster. They did recently just change the packaging to make it less bulky, which is awesome. This is a brush tip liquid liner pen, super black as long as you get the ultra black shade. The regular black looks like a gray. This is amazing. It's super easy to line your eyes and do a wing. It lasts on the eyes all day long, doesn't flake, doesn't run. This is incredible, holy grail, and I always buy this when I can get it about 40% off because it's still kind of pricey on its own, but definitely recommend. And the next thing she had sent me was the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Take 5, which was part of their 5 million followers collection last year, I believe. And this is a really unique color. It's kind of like a terracotta rose. I haven't given this particular shade a bunch of love because I'm not sure what other makeup to pair with it. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I did just recently film an entire video on the complexion products, which I would love it if you guys would check it out. I'll have it linked up above. I worked so hard testing out those products. It's a really long, in-depth review, but I do have timestamps for all the products, but I would really appreciate if you guys would check it out. And the last thing Jean had sent me was a mini of the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Mother. This was a really bright pink, but it wasn't a neon pink. It was kind of like a bright rosy pink. It wasn't particularly my kind of shade, and unfortunately it was broken from the base, but I did try it on, and the formula, and this is what I've heard from a lot of people, is that her original Studded Kiss formula just felt really heavy and thick and dry on the lips, and I had that experience as well, so I don't have that in my collection anymore. Next, I had a gift from my friend Amanda Alexander. I will have her channel linked down below. Amanda is so generous and sends me stuff all the time, so she had sent me quite a few polishes as well as some makeup. So for the polishes, she had sent me OPI Gargantuan Green Grape. I think I had the more blue version, and from A to Zurich. I did end up passing those along because comparing them to other polishes I have in my collection, I preferred other colors. So I always feel bad whenever I declutter something that was gifted to me, especially when it's something that I asked for, when being shown a picture of a declutter pile and then I end up passing it on. So I do feel bad about that. So hopefully, Amanda, you're okay with that. But I do still have 3 of the polishes Amanda sent me. So this first one is OPI You're So Out of Lime. I definitely don't have any kind of green like this, so I'll be really excited to try this out this fall. It just seems like a really cool color. Then we have Fun Lacquer Mistletoe Kiss, and this is like the perfect peridot polish, and this is a topper. I did try to make it opaque in 3 coats, and it was mostly opaque, but it looked really thick on the nails. This is definitely something better as a topper because it does have more of a clear base. So while I think this is a really pretty color and I would love to try more from this formula, this polish in particular is a must-have for me. And then the other polish is from Colors of Carol, and this is the shade Vintage Lights. I think this one might be a topper as well. I have not tried this one yet, but I definitely will try it this winter. I'm really excited for this one, so I will let you guys know in a future video my thoughts on this. Amanda had sent me the Dose of Colors Mint For You makeup bag from their Mint collection. I do still have it. It's over with my makeup bag, so I didn't bring it over here to share with you, but it's a super cute bag and I was really happy to have it. Amanda had sent me the Boscia Porefecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. That is something I use up in my summer project pan, which I'll have linked up in the cards if you didn't get to see that. And this was a pretty good mattifying primer, especially compared to the Makeup Forever and the Becca matte primers. Those are really thick like glue, hard to spread out on my skin, and this one is definitely a little bit gluey, but it was easier to work with. However, it didn't work well with all moisturizers. It would ball up, and if I paired it with a really matte foundation, it would sometimes be able to show where the primer was. It controlled oil okay, but nothing amazing where I would be willing to really work with that formula. So while I didn't mind using it, I don't think it's something I would repurchase. Amanda sent me this mini Sephora cream lip stain in the shade number 35 Bohemian Purple. I have not worn this one yet. I definitely plan on wearing it this winter. It's a really beautiful dusty purple shade. I have tried this formula before. It is actually really comfortable for a liquid lipstick, and they have greatly expanded their shade range. I think they have over or about 50 lipsticks. She also sent me the e.l.f. Tinted lip oil in the shade Nude Kiss, and this is something that I have to mention. So I think it was a couple years ago, e.l.f. changed the packaging of all their products and they took the names off of everything. Now it just says e.l.f. and then you'll have a shade name on the bottom. Nobody remembers what your products are called. If you want people to be recommending your products, they need to know what they're called, because they're not going to be able to remember them or distinguish the packaging. I've seen people in videos pull this out and call it a lip gloss, and it's like, no, it's not, because anything with kiss at the end of the name is part of the tinted lip oils, but you wouldn't really know that. The packaging is just the same as the glosses. So I know that they're probably trying to look sleek by just having the brand name, but I think that was a bad move on their part. But anyway, more on this product. I think it's actually really nice. I love the Nude Kiss color. It's like a peachy pinky nude. This feels incredibly smooth on the lips. It has a light opacity and it's not sticky whatsoever, but this wears away incredibly quickly. Like, it doesn't even hang around as long as a lip balm does. It's insane. So I do like this formula. I can see myself using it up, but I don't know if I would repurchase. I'll definitely be able to decide by the time I use it all, but just considering how quickly it wears off, it doesn't seem quite worth wearing a tinted lip product. And the last thing Amanda had sent me was a ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade from 9 to 5, which was the same 5 million followers collection as the liquid lipstick I had gotten from Jean. And this was a really pretty gloss, but it did have more of a metallic finish to it, which I knew going into it, and that's why I asked to try it, because the color was so beautiful, but I just didn't love the way that it looked on me. But I actually really did enjoy the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip formula. Then I had won a giveaway on Instagram from La Petite Chic Mommy. I will have her Instagram account linked down below, and I believe all the products included in here were part of breast cancer awareness, and some of the proceeds were going towards breast cancer research, which is amazing. So the first thing was the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki with the pink handle, and you guys see me use this in my first impression videos all the time. So I am definitely a sponge girl when it comes to applying my foundations, but if I ever want a brush, I definitely go for this one. It is a very good quality brush. It's really soft and it has a nice amount of density that really helps you pack in your foundation to get the most full coverage. So I definitely do recommend this brush. It is really nice quality. She had gifted me this fierce pink makeup bag, which I also think I still have where my makeup bags are. She had gifted me the Swirl and Sparkle Solid Brush Cleaner. It was a little sample size. I tried it and I felt like it left a little bit of residue and didn't get all the product out of my brushes, so I wouldn't recommend that one. And then she gave me some Thrive lashes in Jackie and Christy and their lash glue. I have those in my makeup drawers. I didn't pull them either. I need to just make myself use lashes. I'm so afraid of it, but I don't want to give them away for the fact that I might want to wear them someday or need them. And I know they're good quality. I've heard pretty good things about the Thrive brand, but I just have not tried them. And then the last part of the giveaway, and really like these two things are the reason that I entered the giveaway. This is from KL Polish and this is Mommy Martha. It's a really pretty bright pink color, and I have not worn this one yet because I don't love pink nails, but I'm really happy to own this polish. So I was very grateful to win that giveaway and be able to try out some different things. So then I had the items from my November 2017 Sephora Playbox. I had the My Burberry blush perfume. I didn't like the way that smelled, and I know that I gifted that sample. Then for my hair product, it was the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I just recently finished this, but this is amazing. The smell is Sea Buckthorn Berry. I thought it might bother me at first. It's a very nice scent. This product does a great job of soaking up all the oil in my hair. I didn't have any white cast with this. I did get a little bit of volume. This is something I would think about purchasing. I actually was really impressed with the way that it worked. Then I had gotten two skincare products. The first was the Pharmacy Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. I have not used this one yet. I'm saving it to use this winter. I just feel like I'm not going to enjoy it because I don't like honey scents, and I'm thinking that a honey moisturizer would probably be best for the winter time at night. So haven't used it yet, but I will. Then I have this Philosophy Purity Pore Extractor Mask. I know that they have this on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty, which I think the deal already passed, unfortunately. Have not tried this one yet. It is also on my list. I have so many masks I need to use, but I know a lot of people really enjoy this one, so I will be excited to try it once I get around to it. Then there were two makeup products. The Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Mascara. I've used this in the past. I really like this. It has a nice wet formula, which I love, and it also has like an hourglass shaped brush, like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Gives some nice length, but a really good volume as well. Definitely a great mascara. Happy to have a mini of it, but it's not something I would purchase because it's so dang expensive. Then the other makeup product was another of the Sephora cream lip stains in the shade number 1, Always Red. This is a beautiful red color. It's a brighter red, but it does have a little bit of a vampy tone to it, so it's not going to be super deep or super bright. I actually really enjoy this color if I'm wanting to go for a red. It's something that I put in my 12 pans of Christmas last year to get some use of around the holidays. I'm scared of wearing a red lip. My lips are uneven and I feel like they're really emphasized when I wear red, but I think it's something I'll just have to get over because it is a beautiful color, and as I said, I do like this formula. Then I had some PR products. From Pixi, I received the Shea Butter Lip Balms in Sweet Peach, Natural Rose, and Ripe Raspberry. One of those I put in my giveaway, and 2 of them I did try, I did not like, and I passed on to my friend Ami, and I was so stoked for these. And first off, the color of the packaging is very deceiving compared to the color you actually get. The packaging is much more pastel, and I didn't love the colors. It did have a nice amount of pigment, which was nice, but it was not very moisturizing. So it didn't really feel like a lip balm. It was like a lightly tinted lipstick. So for me, I just didn't love the formula, which is why I passed them on. Then they had also gifted me the Matte Luster Lipstick and Peach Blossom, Rose Natural, and Bitten Rose. I didn't try any of these. I put them all in a giveaway. And the reason I did that is because I just didn't love the shades and I didn't know if I would really reach for them. So unfortunately, I cannot give you guys my thoughts on that. Then from Derma E, I received the Hydrating Cleanser with Hyaluronic Acid and a Hydrating Night Cream. I didn't try the cleanser. I gave it away to my friend Sierra, who has dry skin. And then the night cream, I did try, but it felt really thick on my skin and it did not sink in at all. And I didn't enjoy that product, so I gifted it to my mom, who also has dry skin. So both of those just weren't made for me. And I definitely did want to take a minute and talk to you guys about the PR that I received. It's not very much, so I know that I should be incredibly grateful, and I am. And I never want to come across to you guys like I'm not grateful, but I'm just being honest with my reviews. And if I don't think I'm gonna love something, I would rather give it to a friend or put it in a giveaway so you guys can try it instead of contaminating it myself, putting it on for a video, never wearing it again, and then I can't give it away to you guys. And I'm being sincere when I say that. I just don't want to waste product in that way, but I just never want you guys to think that I'm not grateful for every bit of PR I receive, because I am. Because I have an incredibly small channel, and the fact that anybody cares enough about my opinion, my follower count to send me free makeup is absolutely amazing, and I super appreciate it. From both of those brands, I have tried things that I love. I'm just not going to love everything. Those are my thoughts on all the products I featured in this haul. I would love to know your thoughts on all of these items in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.